And we're live.
We're live. Hi, I'm Sapphy.
And I'm Mystic.
And this is the Lore Together live stream Let's Play of Mass Effect 2. Our patrons have made many of the decisions, and one of those decisions was we're doing side quests tonight.
Yep.
So thanks for joining us during a lot of side quest time. Yeehaw! Have one, thanks. Hey, Arcane Flame! Yay! Oh.
Is Overlord a side? No, Overlord's not a side quest. No. Special ingredients we gotta get. We gotta get the ice brandy.
Yes. Arcane Flame mentioned how much Star Trek Online has changed, so we have 2 tasks, Mystic. Catch up on all of recent Star Trek stuff and then play the game, apparently. At least that's what I've decided because of our socials.
Oh.
We're not doing Arrival.
Okay. We're not doing Arrival. Arrival is best set towards the end of our playthrough.
Yes. So like right before
yeah, we'll do everything. Like they put you on Arrival so early.
Because it's a DLC.
We're not gonna tell you what the story is in Arrival beyond what's on the screen right now, but it fits so much better at the very end of this game. Whereas I think they handled the Citadel in the next game much better because you have to get past the halfway point, and it's kind of couched as this is downtime. You know?
Like we're gonna have some fun before we save the world. Also, everybody, you might hear our heat in the back. If I shut off the vent, Mystic will cry. So we need to.
It is also like 5 degrees outside.
Yeah, Chicago's super cold. If you didn't notice, super cold. So.
Oh.
Who wants to talk to us?
Well, Jack. I guess we'll do that at least.
Yeah, let's talk to Jack.
We were just down there. We were just down here.
That would be just like Jack saying, like, she just left. But I have to say something. I'll tell Kelly.
I got thoughts like little bugs crawling in and out of my head. I can't stop them. You know I have a history with Cerberus. You know how far back it goes?
I'll listen to anything you have to say, Jack.
Your pal, the elusive man? Never seen him before, but Cerberus raised me. First thing I remember is my cell door in a Cerberus base. They did experiments, drugged me, tortured me. Whatever chance I had to be normal, they stole it by trying to turn me into some superbiotic. The doctors, the other kids, every one of them hated me. They let me suffer.
What did they hope to gain by torturing a little girl?
It was something about pain breaking down mental barriers and how it might clear the way for a more biotic power. I'm sure there was a payoff due at some point, but I wasn't going to see it. I was wired up in a cell.
They tortured you just to see if they could make a strong biotic? That's it?
Wasn't in a position to ask, Shepard. All I know is a little girl crying in a cell, begging for the pain to stop.
How did you get out of there?
There was some kind of emergency, and I made a break for it. The other kids came out of their cells and attacked me. So did the guards. I just killed everything in my way and ran. Guess my biotics had developed faster than they thought. I managed to get a shuttle off the ground. Drifted until a freighter picked me up. The crew used me, then sold me. That's my uplifting escape story.
There were other children in the base?
I didn't know much about them. I was kept separate. They hated me just like everyone else there. When I broke out, I had to fight through them all. I showed them, but there's a loose end I need to deal with.
You're absolutely certain that Cerberus was running the facility?
I was a kid, but I wasn't dumb. I know how to listen. It was Cerberus. Don't care how far down the chain it was. They thought they were so clever. Turns out, mess with someone's head enough and you can turn a scared kid into an all-powerful bitch. Fucking idiots.
I'm going to talk to the elusive man, and he'd better have some answers.
He'll just deny everything. That's not what I'm after anyway. I found the coordinates in your files. I want to go to the Telton facility on Pragia where they tortured and drugged me. I want to go to the center of the place, my cell. I want to deploy a big fucking bomb, and I want to watch from orbit when it goes.
Attacking our allies is gonna derail our mission. Not a smart move.
The files say it was shut down after my escape. It's been abandoned for years. They going to care if I blow up a garbage dump?
You've lived with this your whole life. Why do this now?
Like I said, I found the coordinates in your files. You can't expect me to just sit on information like that.
I'll set a course for Pragia.
I owe you, Shepard.
All right.
There's our... Well, welcome to our stream.
Have one thinks is glad that you will not be a crysicle. Generality goes, okay, now I'm wondering if the tattoos were her idea or someone else's. I think...
Commander, Morden requests to see you.
Kelly, can you tell us everybody, give us a list?
Shepard, important news. Know you're busy. Have to deal with the collectors. Planning attack. Too important to wait. Just receiving data. Still processing, analyzing likely scenarios. Not sure how to begin. Too much intel. You remember our talk? My work on genophage modification?
Why don't you refresh my memory?
Personally led a team, created new version of genophage, released it onto Chanka, other colonies, restabilized Krogan population.
I doubt you wanted to give me a history lesson. What's going on?
Blood Pack mercenaries captured former team member. Malin, last seen on Tuchanka, might torture him, make an example. Recovering Malin would be a personal favor to me.
Do you think they found out your team updated the genophage?
Unclear. No way to determine until we get to Tuchanka.
We'll go to Tuchanka and see if we can find your team member.
Appreciate it. My assistant, my student, want to see him. Safe. Malin last seen outside Erdnot territory. Scouts might have seen Bloodpack. Talk to them or clan chief. Still need to get to Tuchanka, Shepard. My student's being held by Bloodpack.
I'll talk to you
That
later,
was,
Morden.
We'll be here if you need me.
Okay, Kelly.
Who
Anybody else?
Yeah, who else do we need to talk to, Kelly?
Anybody? I'm gonna press this button.
You had your chance, Kelly. Generality goes, you asked for the history lesson, Shep.
Yeah, well, dialogue wheels are gonna dialogue wheel.
Yeah, that's true. Generally, I like the question of whether or not the tattoos were Jack's idea or somebody else's, because that hadn't really occurred to me till just now too. Because I think when did this game first come out again? It was 2011. Mystic's shaking his head.
No, it has to be earlier than that.
That's
Because 2012 was Inquisition.
no, we thought that was 2014.
Maybe it is. I don't know.
Yeah, because 2014.
It used to be games didn't take 10 years to make, so they kind of all blurred a bit in my head.
You mean perpetuated toxic systems of making something way too fast? Yeah, that's something we used to
Citadel.
Anyway, just thinking about when this is made, even like 10 plus years ago, there's certain conversations where you wouldn't have.
Yeah. I'm gonna make an executive decision that we're gonna also recruit Kasumi, because
That's a side mission. There's like
recruiting her is a side mission. Like it's not big.
You don't do a lot, and she's fun.
But let's go to Omega first, because I think that's where we get the Sarah Space Brandy, and we can give something to Arya.
Mm-hmm.
Swoosh.
I do love how it lights up. It gives, when you're coming from the top down, it gives that Vegas aesthetic. I
I do like the sense of scale they give you just by flying past those windows. It's like, oh, this thing is actually massive.
Yep.
Who we taking?
Who are we taking for the side missions, dudes? So, should we go through the list of characters again?
Zaid, Tali, Morden, Garrus, Miranda, Grunt,
Just there.
Just There, and Jack.
I'm gonna wear that joke out until it's threadbare at this point. Arcane Flame says Miranda and Jack.
We did that. We did that one. Did we just do that one? Yeah, we did that one to get Tali.
Was that who we used to get Tali?
Yeah, because you had mentioned, oh look, you had mentioned to me about biotics, and I said we're all biotics.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just there. Was it? I don't know. Well, whatever. We're just talking, so.
Yeah. Let's do that. Half one thing says you should pick out based on the couple names. So, like, this would be
I do not know what any of the couple. So
Jakanda for Jack and Miranda.
Judging by the
Jakanda.
quarantine reports, the plague has been completely eradicated, Shepard. I have also run searches for reports on Archangel. The various mercenary groups appear to believe that he is dead.
That's convenient.
Yeah.
Come on, let me in. Ari's
I-
expecting me.
Apparently, the next pair we should take is Raikapa.
Who?
Arcane Flame says, they go together as they are foils of each other. That is very true.
What's the next pair we should take? Because I'm not following.
Kappa. Why am I spacing?
What do you need? This data pad was on one of the mercs going after Archangel. They were coming for you next.
Let me see. Interesting. Would someone like to tell me how this information slipped the net?
I'll look into it.
Thanks for the heads up, Shepard. Looks like I'll have to do a little cleaning in my organization.
Thanks. Maybe I'll come back later.
You do that.
Bye, Trinity. I mean, Aria. I'm just gonna groove to this music.
How dare they have dance music you actually want to dance to, especially when the character is horrible.
It's literally the menu music from Need for Speed. Like,
It's still good music.
yes.
It's allowed to be good music.
Come on, let me in.
Off to the Citadel. Oh, this could be interesting.
The Citadel?
Yeah,
That's right. We haven't been there yet, have
we
we?
have not been there at all yet.
Oh, you guys are in for a treat.
Oh, there might be a bunch of. There might be a bunch of dialogue.
This is a good night for a bunch of dialogue.
No. I hit Doc by accident. Fine, whatever.
Mystic, you have to sit with your mistake.
We know this. Go away. Yes, exits. This button. There we go.
Plot the mass relay jump to the Citadel.
So yeah, like help Morden over here. Kenson's all the way over here, really? Where's blowing stuff up? Help Jack. Yeah, we're just going all over the place.
That's kind of the point of how it's made. Why is that fuel depot there? Is there a mission?
You always have fuel depots now.
Oh, okay.
I don't get it.
I totally forgot that that was a thing.
It makes no sense at all in this game. In the next game, there's some actual gameplay that involves the map, but here it just seems to be padding. I don't get it. Alright, so who are we supposed to take?
So let's not do well, we just took out Jack and Miranda. I'll say it like that. Who else could we? Why am I not understanding Raikapa unless it's like the end of two names, and that's why I'm completely...
I am not getting it.
Yeah. I'm confused. Oh, Have One thinks it's joking because he just doesn't know the character, so he made it up. So thanks for making us fall for that. Okay. Any other preferences? Mystic is getting impatient and choosing right now, Talion Garrus. We're not going to do any fighting yet, are we?
I don't believe so.
Okay, let's do that. Let us know if there's anybody other pairs. Yeah. Chat, if there's any other pairings that you think should happen, please let us know, and we would love to bring them out.
Shepard, enter the password and receive. Please tell me your password, Commander Shepard.
Silence is golden.
Good to finally meet you, Commander Shepard. Kasumi Koto. I'm a fan.
Has Cerberus filled you in on the mission?
Honestly, I'm shocked they didn't come to see me sooner. My fault for being hard to find, I guess.
What's with the password and the sneaking around? Are you in trouble or something?
I'm the best thief in the business, not the most famous. Need to watch my step to keep it that way. I also needed to make sure all this was legit. And I have no doubts now. You're the real Commander Shepard.
What makes you so sure?
There's a certain aura about you. Like you've seen things no one else has. Even without knowing what you looked like, I knew it was you.
What brought you to Cerberus?
That's a bit of a story. Short version, they were looking for me, so I trailed them to find out why. Turns out they were looking for someone to join you on an important mission, and were offering a serious signing bonus. I had a thing I needed help with, so I made them a deal. And here we are.
I assume this deal is something I should know about.
Yeah, I guess it slipped their minds. I'm looking for my old partner's gray box. A man named Donovan Hawk took it, and I'm planning to get it back.
What's this heist you're planning?
Not here, Shepard. You'll get a briefing when the time comes. I need time to nail down the details anyway. I've taken the liberty of getting you some evening wear, though. You want to look presentable.
What do you know about Donovan Hawk?
Mr. Hawk is a well-respected businessman. Arms dealer, murderer, generally not a great guy. His mansion's famous for being hard to crack, but I have a way in. and I think you're gonna love it.
I doubt Hawk's the kind of guy who takes kindly to people sneaking into his house.
I always expect trouble. That's why you're here.
I assume a gray box is some kind of hardware.
It's a neural implant. Illegal in most places. Stores memories, thoughts, secret codes, illicit information. This one in particular belonged to my partner, Keiji Okuda. We worked together for a long time, before Hawk killed him.
Tell me about this former partner of yours.
His name was Keiji Okuda, the best hacker and entryman I've ever known. Unfortunately, he slipped up and made himself infamous. He stole something he shouldn't. He warned me it was bad, something that could spark interstellar war if it got out. That information got him killed.
What could he have found that's so bad?
He wouldn't say what it was, just that it was dangerous. He said if it got out, humanity would be in trouble. He encrypted it, wrapped it up in his own memories. To decode the information, you have to sift through all the time we spent together. Now those memories are all that's left of him.
I can understand why you'd want to get it back.
Getting it back will be easier with your help, Shepard.
If that's what Cerberus promised you, we'll get it done.
It'll be fun. And if we're lucky, you won't even have to draw your gun. We should probably wrap this up. You look pretty silly standing there talking to an advertisement. See you on the ship, Shepard.
This recruits is a 20-kilo ferrous slug. Feel the weight! Every 5 seconds, the main gun of an Everest-class dreadnought accelerates 1 to 1.3% of light speed. It impacts with the force of a 38-kiloton bomb. That is 3 times the yield of the city buster dropped on Hiroshima back on Earth. That means Sir Isaac Newton is the deadliest son of a bitch in space. Now, Serviceman Burnside, what is Newton's first law?
Sir, an object in motion stays in motion, sir.
No credit for partial answers, maggot!
Sir, unless acted on by an outside force, sir.
Damn straight! I dare to assume you ignorant jackasses know that space is empty. Once you fire this hunk of metal, it keeps going till it hits something. That can be a ship, or the planet behind that ship. It might go off into deep space and hit somebody else in 10,000 years. If you pull the trigger on this, you are ruining someone's day, somewhere and sometime. That is why you check your damn targets. That is why you wait for the computer to give you a damn firing solution. That is why, Serviceman Chung, we do not eyeball it. This is a weapon of mass destruction. You are not a cowboy shooting from the hip. Sir, yes, sir.
That is one of our favorite speeches of all time. Arcane goes, this speech. It's just so quote worthy. Generality goes, kinetic energy is the best energy. And before that had said, I do like to choose companions based on the snarkiness of their dialogue, but I don't know the characters well enough to choose.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Generality goes, credit to the writers for being the only... Credit to this writer for being the only person in sci-fi history to know how space works.
I do just love... If you fire this, you're ruining someone's day. Somewhere and sometime.
It's perfect.
I thought it might be nice to come back here and see how it's changed, but it's just like it was. Same dirty streets, same unrepentant scavengers, same revolving door prisons. Being security here is a terrible job. This is exactly why I left.
I'm sorry, sir, but I'll need you to remove any biotic amp you might be wearing.
What? Why?
Can I help you, ma'am?
It's been a couple years since I passed through here. Security seems to have tightened a bit.
After the Geth attack, there was a review of security protocol. A few minor changes were made to reduce the risk of Geth infiltration. We apologize for the inconvenience.
You'd think a Geth would stand out.
Assumptions are dangerous. Be alert, be safe.
Thanks for your time.
Next.
Looks like they've tightened up security.
Shut it down. What? Do you seriously think? Yeah, okay.
Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am. Our scanners are picking up false readings. They seem to think you're... dead.
I was listed as missing in action a couple years ago.
Would you mind checking in with my captain? He can reinstate you in our system. He's just past the scanners on your right.
Captain Bailey.
You'll have to make him scream a little. He's not gonna tell you everything just because you ask.
I know, sir.
If you don't have the stomach or you're worried about being reported, I can take care of it.
No, sir. I can handle it.
Yes, I see the problem already, Commander Shepard. My console says you're dead.
You're not worried I'm some imposter claiming to be me?
We have the best screening equipment in the galaxy. Those scanners can sample DNA from skin flakes. Hell, if you have unregistered gene mods, they can even figure those out.
Fix it or leave it alone?
Should we fix it or leave it alone? While you guys are deciding fix it or leave it alone, to read some of the chat, Arcane Flame says, I was dead. I got better. Everyone thinks goes, be funnier if he did tell everything when asked.
Be funnier what? I didn't hear that.
Be funnier if he did tell everything when asked. Generally, we are deciding whether or not we're going to fix it so that Shepard is recorded as alive, or leave it alone so that Shepard is got no record because she's dead.
Yeah.
So should we fix it? Generally goes, I don't know the ramifications of this. The ramifications aren't that high, right?
They're not major, but it is kind of... RPing a little bit.
It's more of an RP thing right now.
We've always said that Lorena is more Paragon, but this is not really a Paragon Renegade thing, so... I will veer towards can you fix it, unless I hear from the chat otherwise.
There's this part of me that always wants to play the Jeopardy music while we were late.
No.
Arcane Flame says, I'd say fix it would probably be more Paragon, which I agree. That's more in line
Your
with
sergeant
Paragon.
said you could help with that.
Usually you'd have to go through the Station Security Administration to reactivate your IDs. Then to Customs and Immigration to regain access to the Citadel itself, and probably a stop by the Treasury. Spending a year dead is a popular tax dodge. But I can see you're a busy woman. So how about I just press this button right here, and we call it done?
Couldn't one of us or both of us get into trouble for that?
There's no way to fool the DNA scanners in that tunnel. You're you. Why wait in long lines and fill out a massive useless hard copy paperwork to get to the same place? The Council does everything by the book. They've had thousands of years to write it. Sometimes things need to get done without a committee vote.
You're not big on formalities, are you?
I'm with them right up until they keep people from doing their jobs. There. I just saved you about 9 days of running around. That said, you should head up to the Presidium and tell them you're still alive. The Council probably wants to talk to the one who got them their jobs.
Oh, that's right. Didn't we kill the Council?
We may have. We may have done that.
I will. Having access to the Council and the Spectre's resources would be useful.
Yeah. The Council can get anything. Best thing about working CSEC is that any equipment, information, or money you need, you get. Anyway, something else you need? Or can I get back to work?
It looks like most of the damage from Sovereign's attack has been repaired.
The Presidium was pretty shot up, of course. They fixed that first. All the wards got hit with debris when the ship exploded. Most of the damage was superficial, and the Keepers got things restored fast. Tasery Ward got the worst. A big chunk hit near the Dillanaga concert hall. They're still clearing wreckage and trying to get power restored.
2 years later.
Yeah. That makes sense, though.
Yeah.
Tell me about this place.
All the wards are more or less multicultural, but the other 4 are dominated by Asari, Turians, or Solarians. In Zakira, we've got major enclaves of Volus, Elcor, and Hanar. There's also a human commercial zone at Shinakiba. We've got a few Krogan walking around, and I think I saw a Quarian the other day.
She's with me.
Last time I was here, there were no human captains in CSEC.
The CSEC took a lot of casualties when the Geth boarded the Presidium. The Special Response Division was hard hit. They stopped turning their noses up at human resumes. They needed bodies in uniform, and we had the most experienced bodies.
I overheard your conversation. Make him scream a little?
This isn't the Presidium. All they have to worry about are protesters outside their free speech zones or someone's poodle crapping on the grass. Down here, we have drugs, organized crime, and murder. Policing a ward is like policing New York City. Sometimes you have to work outside the Council's rulebook.
CSEC has changed.
I should be going.
You need anything else, let me know.
So that's what that tells me is CSEC does stop and frisk, and I don't like CSEC anymore. Just to catch up on some of the chat, generally agreed with fix it, and then also said spending a year dead for tax reasons is a Hitchhiker's Guide reference.
Yep.
Mystic, of course, got that. Right, we sacrificed the council. Arcane Flame goes, oh, free speech zone.
Good day, my friends. Welcome to the Citadel.
Since these stores are owned by the council, do government employees get a discount?
Yes, in fact. What's your position?
I'm a former Spectre.
My goodness. I didn't know Spectres quit. I don't believe you qualify for a discount, though.
How about if I throw in an endorsement from the woman who defeated Saren?
You are Shepard? My goodness. The increase in sales would certainly be worth offering a discount.
What do you need me to do?
Just voice your endorsement into my console.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Excellent. I will get my clerical VI to add it to our advertising immediately.
See, this
we are going to abuse... Ooh.
Space Hamster, yes.
We are going to abuse this discount that we get. I was about to say we're going to abuse, and then I was going to say, oh, look, a Space Hamster. And I was like, that's a really bad...
No, that's not... We're not abusing the Space Hamster. What was I going to say? VI is what we should be called, is what technically we have right now.
Yeah.
They had the right in mind to call it virtual intelligence, and advertisers decided to call it artificial intelligence, and I will be forever mad about that for the rest of my life. I'm going to die mad about it. It's just how it's going to be. Generality's like, wow, we sell out easy. Arcane Flame goes, boo,
I hear
Space
this is the
Hamster.
best place for food on Zakira.
Is it a regular or miniature
You heard
Space
wrong.
Hamster?
This is the best place for food on the whole damn Citadel.
Oh, okay.
Have one
Oh,
thing.
look, we can buy the 2 novels that we already talked about in...
Let's just do it. Have one thanks because it's a maximal Space Hamster. Arcane Flame is miniature, the full-size one you can ride around on. That's fair.
A dire Space Hamster.
Well, because this is actually something from the first version of Spelljammer. They had a giant miniature Space Hamster. Well, it was a miniature giant Space Hamster, and it was just a hamster. Stats. It was just an excuse to have it in the book, or at least that's what the feeling was. So that's why whenever you're a Space Hamster, it is a miniature giant Space Hamster. Because the giant Space Hamsters, you could ride around on.
Greetings, Earth-Clan. You will find many excellent ships for sale here. Only slightly used, yes.
Irashimasu! You ever had ramen? It's a delicacy back on Earth.
This clanless Cerberus is a thief, and I want her arrested.
I was just walking.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to take a statement here.
There's nothing to talk about. She stole my credit chit. Arrest her.
I did not! Just because I'm a Quarian.
I need you to stop and take a deep breath.
You're mocking me, Earth Clan. Just because the Vol Clan need...
It was a poor choice of words, sir. I apologize.
You say you're falsely accused?
I was walking to the used ship dealer when he barged into me outside the Serta Foundation. He didn't stop or say he was sorry. A minute later, he runs up with C-Sec and accuses me of stealing his damn chip.
You ran into each other outside the Serta Foundation. Is it possible the chit fell out of his pocket there?
I guess. Sure, all I know is I didn't take it.
Do you know who's telling the truth?
My Omni tool can tell the Quarian doesn't have a chit on her, but she could have stashed it to recover later. You know what Quarians are like, and she's definitely a vagrant. I'll run her in and see what Bailey wants to do with her.
She's not a vagrant. She's on pilgrimage. It's a tradition in which...
Look, you can take your traditions and cram them. Every time a Quarian shows up here, it's trouble.
You say she stole your credit chit?
She must have. When I left the Serta Foundation store, she ran right into me.
How does running into you mean she stole your credit chit?
That's how pickpockets work. They bump into you and use that as a cover for rifling your pockets. You can't turn your back on these clanless Quarians. Thieves, all of them.
Quarians are only forced to steal when people like you won't let them have real jobs.
And to think my taxes pay to support you here. Go back to your fleet, clanless.
I am Clan Zora, crew of the starship Nima, and you are an idiot.
Can I get
I'm going to let the chat decide this one. We are solidly Paragon usually, but...
Yeah, I think it's either Let It Go Tally or Shut Up Wolves. And the chat generally goes, Boo from Baldur's Gate is a miniature giant space hamster. That's the reference. Oh, yes. Boo. Okay. Generally goes, take a deep breath is an insult to both of them, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both in suits. But obviously that guy was prejudiced. I mean, it's like, it's always trouble. Take your traditions and cram them. I'm sorry. Do you... you have the privilege of having a planet. Arcane Flame goes, space hamsters are one of my fave parts of Spelljammer. The other fave bit being the Dowar, who are cute little Ferengi-like penguins. That's pretty cool.
Kind of glad Tally ended up with us for this, though.
Yeah, that worked out perfectly. So should we Let It Go Tally, Shut Up Volus, or go the boring way of neutrality?
Again, this is not a major decision. I'll just
no,
go
it's
with
more
Let
just
It Go Tally if nobody picks anything. But
yeah, it's role-playing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of... I don't think there's a modern human culture that has this. Well, I guess Mormons have like a bit of a pilgrimage thing. Generally goes, I'd stick with the Quarian. I guess support the Quarian.
So shut up, Volus.
Yes.
Okay.
My first instinct was to help you, but I don't like your attitude.
I don't like the company you keep.
Hey, both of you, calm down. Cortun, I know you're upset, but that's no excuse to insult everyone around you.
I'll see if I can find out what happened.
Ma'am, this is a C-Sec matter. We'll do all we can to resolve this. We don't need civilian help. If you do happen to find the chit, please let one of our officers know.
Let's go.
Be careful out there.
This is going to be an easy one to solve. Greetings, Everett.
Now watch.
Good to see you. This is so easy.
Where is it? It is around here somewhere.
Yeah. Jonah's like, I'm getting vague Romani vibes out of this interaction personally. I think that's part of the inspiration.
What do you think, Michael? Maybe the immunobooster? It's supposed to help with alien bacteria.
Good day, citizen. Welcome to the Surtur Foundation outlet on Zakera Ward.
Avolis was in here not too long ago. Did he drop a credit chip?
And not that I saw. He didn't purchase anything.
I couldn't help but notice your prices. They seem a bit steep.
With respect, the Foundation is not concerned with profits. A portion of our sales funds research to cure genetic diseases.
You know, it would make your services more popular. An endorsement from the woman who defeated Saren.
Oh my! You're Shepard, aren't you? I would be glad to give you my employee discount if you would do that for us.
It's a deal.
Just speak into my console here.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
I'll work it into our advertising at once. Thank you.
This surprisingly never.
This should come in handy.
Okay, so
The nerve enhancements say that there are occasional motor control side effects. Jake loves to run. What if it makes him fall down?
Jake is fine.
I'm trying to remember where we find the chit.
I don't remember off the top of my head
Welcome to
just yet.
Saranus Applications. Can I interest you? Ah, Shepard!
Do I know you?
No, but I know you. Even a senile Hanar would remember the human who fought off the Geth. I thought you were dead.
Yeah, I've been getting that a lot.
Please, look around the store. It's a pleasure to have you here.
You know, I use quite a bit of software in my line of work.
It's a shame so few understand their own equipment. Besides the most obvious point-and-go nav interfaces, anyway.
You wouldn't believe how often I hear, "Why is the ship turning around? We're only halfway there."
Oh, I would.
You know, I like your products. Any interest in an endorsement from the human who defeated Saren?
I'd be thrilled. But I don't think I could afford to pay you for it.
Don't worry about it. What if we just work out a discount?
Absolutely. Just speak into my console here.
I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite store on the Citadel.
That will be splendid. I can edit that and have it working right away. Thank you so much.
There's no way
my
there's no
favorite customer.
consequences.
What can I get you?
Avolis was in here not too long ago. Did he drop a credit chip?
Oh, yes. He bought some environmental system drivers, then left without his chip. I didn't notice he'd left until he was already gone. If you see him, tell him I have it here behind the counter.
Thanks for your time.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Everett's like, wow, a product endorsement subplot. Generality goes, I love that exactly the same voice for each one. I think that's what makes it even better.
I felt her hand go into my pocket. When I checked, my credit chit was gone.
I didn't even touch you.
Please move along.
You forgot your credit chit at Saranus Applications. The clerk's holding it for you.
Oh. Well. The Quarian could have stolen it.
I'll close this event report, but I'll be watching you. Get a permanent residence, or I'll run you in for vagrancy.
Are you two serious?
What?
You falsely accused this girl of stealing from you. All you have to say now is that she could have stolen it?
Now, just a minute.
No, and you. She gets harassed and insulted by this guy, and you throw in a threat to arrest her for vagrancy.
How about if I run you in for obstruction of justice?
You think you're gonna run in a former Spectre? I think both of you should get out of here.
Son of a...
Thank you. I wish I could give you something more than words.
Can you take care of yourself from here?
I guess. I mean, most nights I eat nutrient paste in a Turian shelter, but I'm surviving. Good luck, Leah Bael. Thanks.
Where else can we get discounts from?
Oh my gosh. I do not remember. I did not do as much shopping as you did, apparently. Jeez.
No, it got to the point where... So, if we leave and come back, I think it updates all of the stores, and you can hear yourself
as you pass
by the store. So
it's amazing.
You will hear, "This is my favorite shop on the Citadel," from everybody.
Yeah. Generally goes, imagine how annoyed you'd be as
my favorite store on the Citadel.
Oh, that was fast.
Yeah.
Generality goes, imagine how annoyed you'd be as a random shopper hearing that same endorsement at every shop. Specifically, this is my favorite shop in the Citadel. Hey Scott, welcome back. And he goes, consistency, gotta protect that personal brand.
I'm Commander Shepard.
So true.
He's my baby. He's all I have left of Jacob.
I know.
I just want to protect him.
I know.
I'm not being irrational, Michael.
I know.
I remember
trust
that.
you, Michael. What medical upgrades do you want?
I don't know what that was about. Actually, I forget, what were we supposed to be doing?
We had, yeah.
I got distracted by the Quarian thing.
Arcane Flame goes, I'm surprised he didn't end with how are you with ship repair and hiring them as one of your random crew members. That would have been very cool. I don't know why they didn't do like a crew member. Well, I guess it's because you're supposed to have all the crew you're supposed to be friends with on Cerberus for plot reasons, essentially. So.
What can I get you?
We do have that operative to go get.
What do you mean?
Lost operative.
Wait, what about the Cirrus Ice Brandy? And
We have to turn those in, so we have to get back to the Normandy no matter what.
Okay. Do we have? Do we
Commander
need to
Shepard, and
speak
this
to the
is my
council?
favorite store on the Citadel.
Generally, look, it's going to keep happening. We're going to keep passing stores.
You ever miss those talks we had on the elevators?
No.
Come on, remember how we'd all ask you about life on the flotilla? It was an opportunity to share.
This conversation is over.
Tell me again about your immune system.
I have a shotgun.
Maybe we'll talk later.
Maybe we'll talk later.
Human?
Excuse me.
What?
Look, I know our races aren't on the best of terms.
You are kinslayers. Your Admiral Hackett let the Council die.
There's nothing I can do about that. What I can do is stop the Geth from attacking again.
You hunt Geth?
Geth, pirates, mercenary scum, all over the terminus.
That's dangerous game. I don't like your kind, but I'll help the enemy of my enemy. I'll give you a discount, but I'll deny it if word gets around.
Thank you.
Just get the hell out of here before I change my mind.
That's funny. Generally goes, tell us about your immune system, Scarface.
This is valuable.
Arcane Flame goes, ooh, apparently Okami is getting a sequel. This,
So what do you
really?
think? Maybe a
Wow.
shotgun?
I like the assault rifle. It's like a non-stop.
No, General, I
Have you
guess we're not
tried
endorsing
Galaxy of Fantasy yet? I love that game. It's based on Turian mythology, but it's really fun. I hear it has 11 million players now.
The people want to hear your story, Shepard.
Oh.
Police have been seen in Al Jelani, Westerland News.
Guys, are we diplomatic or
I interviewed
no?
you 2 years ago when you first became a Spectre. You walked out in the middle of the interview. Made a lot of humans question what the Council might be hiding. Do you have a minute?
What, so you can try to do another smear job on me?
Now, Shepard, you may object to my methods, but we're on the same side. You're bad, you're news. I just want to give your story its due. Sources claim you were at the heart of the Presidium during the Battle of the Citadel. It's fair to say the course of the battle hinged on your words. If true, you told Admiral Hackett to abandon the Destiny Ascension, sacrificing nearly 10,000 lives, including the previous Citadel Council.
It was time for us to find our own path. I was born on Earth. Pulled myself out of the worst holes there were. That day we stood up, despite ourselves.
But what about interspecies relations?
We have a new council, new friends. We took a tragic vacuum and created an opportunity. Unless you're saying humanity and our many partner species don't deserve that chance to excel, don't insult them. It's beneath you.
Commander Shepard, first human Spectre. Hero of the Battle of the Citadel. Check vid. We get it? Great. Bull rushed on my own show.
Have one thanks goes, I'm Commander Shepard, and if you like fruit one. Generality goes, journalists are never heroic in media unless they're the main characters. Have one thanks goes, Admiral Pockets?
Hackett.
Hackett.
Shepard, you've recently been dead. Don't you deserve the quality and distinction of a traditional Asari burial robe? Anata's mortuary offers the finest quality burial robes, hand-spun by skilled Asari artisans. Anata's will help you leave a good-looking corpse. In everyone's life, there is a moment when things crystallize. You can see all the roads that have led you to that point.
Do you have any games you'd like to trade in? You get 2 credits toward a new game.
I was looking for more stores, but that is apparently not going to happen. There was rapid transit I saw somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's get back to the Normandy and drop off these 2 items at least.
Do you get a lot of ads for burial robes? And journalists are heroic in media if they're doing investigative journalism. Those are the ones that I'm new for, like ProPublica research, Frontline, that kind of stuff. PBS is Frontline, I should clarify. Those are the kind of things that I think can be heroic journalism. You know, the kind of stuff that was like highlighted in a movie spotlight, stuff like that.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private
Oh,
terminal.
generally goes, I get ads that hilariously misunderstand my basic needs. I'm like, oh, so burial robes then, right? Aw, Emily Wong. We did like her, didn't we?
Do you want to read it?
You're alive? How come you broke whatever cover you've been under for 2 years, but didn't offer an exclusive interview for your favorite reporter? Whenever you come up for air and ready to talk, let me know. Consortium. Oh, okay, here we go. Commander. I thought that my gift of words had been incorrect, an embarrassing notion, but my contacts tell me you yet survive. I am pleased to hear that your journey continues, though I sense that you have towards an even deeper darkness. When you fought Saren, only your resolve was tested, but now I fear you cannot rely on your own strength. Take whatever steps you must to ensure that those battling at your side fight with clear minds and glad hearts. Be well, Consort Shaira. Way to tell us the game mechanics there, Consort. Generally does apparently get a worrying number of ads for life insurance, so not far off.
Together an impressive
Have one
I've
thanks goes,
never
I'm
worked with
Commander
so many
Shepard, and
aliens
this is
before.
my favorite
We're a small
reporter.
army. We might just pull this mission off.
Commander, those provisions you provided were perfect. I owe you. I've already thrown together some of my calamari gumbo. Here, try a bite. Truth told, it's based on an Asari recipe. Seems a little cannibalistic to me with their tentacle heads and all, but they ain't no good grub. Anyway, thanks again. You really came through.
Everett says, the other day I heard an ad for a funeral home that was amazingly commercial. It had a line like, come and have the blank experience. When you're... Wow, that's so morbid, though. Generality goes, I guess it's hard to promote funeral services tastefully. It's morbid.
How may I help you, Commander? I have a present for you, Doc.
Sarah's ice brandy? You didn't.
Thank you. I always regretted not opening that original bottle when I still could. I won't make the same mistake again. Why don't we open this bottle right here, right now, you and me?
You crack open the bottle. I'll get the glasses.
This is amazing.
I thought Alenko's biotic display might have broken Jenkins' back, but Jenkins pops up and yells, "That was awesome!" Oh, Jenkins. Soldiers like him make the Alliance great. Cerberus lacks the same enthusiasm.
With your service record, you could have gotten a tour of duty on any Alliance ship. Why'd you really leave?
Maybe it's less about leaving and more about staying. As a military doctor, I mostly treat people who are in bad shape. Often they die. And if I can help them, they move on. Either way, they leave.
Don't you have any friends or family?
No, not lacking friendship. Just stability. Jeff, Joker will always have Vrolic syndrome. He would never admit it, but he needs my help, and he always will. I wish it weren't, but sadly, it's true.
Treating Joker gives you a kind of stability.
So does this ship, even if it's a copy. Or, hell, maybe it's you, Shepard. Our immovable center. A place for a person to stop and catch her breath. Or maybe I'm just happily drunk. Would it hurt if it was simple like that for once?
All right, chat. Which one are we picking?
What toast are we doing? While we decide which toast we're doing, then I'll catch up on what little bit more there's in the chat. Scott goes, to riff the Siphons. Hi, I'm Commander Shepard. You might remember me from such store ads as...
Yeah.
Gotta love a Troy McClure reference. Generally he goes, thanks, Sergeant... What? Oh, thanks, Sergeant Alliteration.
Yeah.
All right. Generality says a toast to Joker. Have one thanks goes, I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite toast. Generality goes, toasting Alliance would be kind of mean. Arcane Flame also agrees, Joker.
Okay.
I think that's what we're doing.
To the ornery bastard who flies this ship.
The best fighter jockey to ever take to the skies.
How did Shepard drink that?
I don't know, but
Like
I love that you're drunk, and then there's like Chakwa's like laying on a bed, like I am too old for this.
It's not just that, like the whole the whole screen is moving. Yep, she's out.
Everyone thinks because didn't we toast them pretty good last game with fire?
Oh, we are sober now. It was very short acting.
Yeah.
Was there anything else we had to do?
He goes, okay, ice brandy sounds like a fermented water, but apparently it hits hard and fast. I mean, it's a brandy. It definitely could do that.
We got a couple fish, which we can feed. Make sure you feed them, because they will die.
Your fish will die, and you will have to replace them if you can.
And
then the space hamster. Check up on your little fixed food. There were times where I was like, I'm not getting a fish because all I need is my space hamster, which I don't need to feed all the time.
Look, there's Bay.
Oh, picture of Bay.
Oh, we can't do the upgrades here. Trying to figure out if there's anything left to do. We only have like a minute though, so.
We could do something quick if you want.
Let's go talk to Kasumi.
Forgot how much I liked Kasumi's voice acting. It was really well done.
She's a DLC character like Zaid, so we can get some stuff from her, but she also has like items to interact with.
Yeah.
red rose. That used to be my calling card when I first started out. In place of whatever I took, I left a single red rose. It wasn't until I met Keiji that I realized how silly it was. He had a way of making you realize when you were just being sentimental. I stole that on a dare, believe it or not. There was a big museum show coming to Ilium. Artifacts from Earth going on tour. Very high security. Keiji dared me to steal this. So I broke in, hacked the security, put a few guards to sleep, and replaced the piece with a worthless duplicate. They never knew the difference. My first museum job. Nowhere near the last. That's my favorite piece. Painted for me by a child prodigy from Elysium. She was the cutest thing. She was kidnapped by slavers who hoped to sell her on Omega. I wasn't about to let that happen. I set up an ID as a buyer's rep to get a special tour of the slaver's vessel. Once aboard, I freed the girl and smuggled her off the ship. She painted that for me on the way home. I'll never forget how it felt to watch her work. Don't laugh, I like those books. Romance novels, crime novels, the classics. There's something about the feel of actual paper in your hands, their musty smell. It's relaxing. Keiji used to find books for me while on the job. Some of these are more valuable than the objects he was hired to steal.
Arcane Flame sounds like synthol, the drunkenness you can shake off because you can, apparently. And then
people are talking out there, and I hear it all. I usually travel hidden away in cargo bays. It's nice to be able to look out a window for a change.
Oh, yeah?
Arcane Flame asked who the bust was supposed to be.
Don't know.
And we don't know. It's just from her heist. Wait, there's one other picture you can click on.
Some wiki probably has, like, who that's supposed to be or something.
Yeah.
But
that painting has a special place in my heart. An art collector hired me to steal it. When I got there, the painting was gone. On the way out, I saw it being hauled off by another thief. I chased him down, tackled him, and took the painting. That's how Keiji and I met. We never did turn it into our employers.
So neither one of you finished your contract? Man, says a lot.
Mess Sergeant Gardner might just be an evil genius. Emphasis on the evil. The food's gotten better lately, though. I guess his reputation will take time to heal. I'm not really sure what to do with myself. Not much call for thievery aboard a ship. Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
I do appreciate that they're very open about it. Are we getting drunk again, Mystic?
no. The screen's not wobbly.
There is a great scene, guys, with Tali. And she explains how
We'll
she drinks.
get there.
It's amazing. I'm allowed to preface or give a little bit of a teaser to it.
But I think that's a good place to end it.
This is a good place to end it for now. So, do we have more side quests for next week? Or are we going to have for 2 weeks from now? Or are we going to need a poll?
Technically, we do. It's this. So we have to go talk to Conrad still and do that whole thing.
Yeah.
We have the Lost Operative to do. These are not side quests. These are DLCs.
Yes, those DLCs are going to have to happen at some point.
Maybe we'll put the DLCs in there as well as... we have 2 dossiers still to do. We have a bunch of loyalty missions to do. So, yeah, I don't know how I'm going to quite do a poll of 20 items, but I'll figure it out.
Arcane Flame looked it up. It apparently says it's a bust of Rakesh Ranga, maybe a dev reference.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks for looking it up, Arcane Flame. So, but yeah, next week we'll do a poll for what we'll do next with Shepard. But I'm glad to have this little downtime. I mean, we got some plot done too, I guess, with CSEC, because that's going to come up again. But this was a nice little downtime. We got our pets.
Yep. And our next episode will be posted in 20 minutes.
Yeah, minutes after that. Unfortunately, it's December's busy for us.
Yeah.
Generally. And then every other month, if it is busy, it's by surprise.
Yeah.
Except for Gen Con. But
true.
So it's that's the cycle, guys, in case you were wondering.
But yeah.
Yeah.
So next week we'll be doing more Guild Wars 2.
Yeah.
And Sapphy will have her Cozy Gaming on Tuesday.
Oh my gosh, please join me for Cozy Gaming. I'm loving it. We were supposed to put a poll up for that Mystic about if we want to do romance with that character, and if so, should it be the current friend's travesty?
You can give
Travis
me the names.
or Liberty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can tell me those names after this, because...
Yeah, I know. I have to ask you to do a Boxing Day stream. Because that's right, it's going to be Thursday, the day after Christmas is a Thursday. I'm not working.
Yeah.
I don't see why we wouldn't. And we don't have any other plans around that day. Since we're American, we don't do a specific Boxing Day stuff. So, because that's just how we are.
We'll be here.
And then we'll also be here. It'll be interesting. We'll also have our stream the day after New Year's. But I'll have to talk to Mystic about it.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So.
Either way, thank you for watching.
Thanks so much for watching, guys.
And we'll catch you next week.
Catch you then. Bye.
Bye.